in the muddy back roads of eastern Ukraine, far from the cameras, far from the headlines, an American-made M1A1 Abrams tank waited, silent, cold, and hidden. Moments later, a Russian armored convoy rolled straight into a trap they never saw coming. What happened next shocked even Ukrainian commanders and sent Russian analysts scrambling for answers. This is the story of the Abrams ambush that changed everything. By mid-2025, Ukraine had begun deploying its limited number of U.S.-supplied Abrams tanks in high-value, high-risk missions, never in large numbers, always with purpose. One Abrams unit, call sign Titan II, was operating near a contested section of highway used by Russian supply vehicles and armored columns. Intelligence from drones revealed something big. A Russian convoy of BMP infantry carriers, T-72 tanks, fuel trucks, and electronic warfare vehicles was moving through the area, completely unaware they were being watched. Ukrainian commanders realized this was a rare opportunity, and they chose the Abrams to deliver the strike. The mission was simple, but dangerous. The Abrams would move into a tree line overlooking the highway. Infantry teams would lay mines and decoys to funnel the convoy. Drone operators would track every movement, and Titan II would execute a single, devastating ambush. But there was a twist. The Abrams had to hold its fire until the exact moment when the convoy was bunched together. If spotted early, Russian air support or artillery could obliterate the tank before it escaped. So Titan II shut down its engine. No heat signature, no movement, just silence. After nearly 40 minutes of waiting, the Russian convoy finally arrived. First came the electronic warfare truck, jamming signals, scanning for drones, then the armored vehicles, then tanks, then fuel supply trucks, and then a mine detonated under the lead armored personnel carrier, blowing off its track, exactly as planned. The convoy bunched together in confusion. Spacing collapsed. Vehicles stopped on the narrow road. Titan II's commander finally gave the order. Target tank! Fire! The Abrams 120mm main gun thundered. The first round, a depleted uranium sabot, shot across the road and punched straight through a Russian T-72, igniting its ammunition. A fireball erupted. Before the smoke cleared, Titan II fired again, turning a BMP into scrap metal. Within seconds, Russian forces realized the attack wasn't artillery, it was a tank, and it was close. Russian soldiers scrambled for cover. Some tried to deploy anti-tank missiles, others tried to reposition their remaining tanks. But the Abrams had the advantage. Thermal sights, better stabilization, faster reload, and a crew trained for hit-and-run attacks. A third shot destroyed a fuel truck, sending flames across the entire road. The convoy was now trapped in a burning choke point. Russian vehicles began reversing, but too late. Ukrainian drones descended, dropping explosives on vehicles attempting to escape. Titan II continued firing, methodically eliminating one target after another. Russian soldiers scrambled for cover. Some tried to deploy anti-tank missiles. Others tried to reposition their remaining tanks. But the Abrams had the advantage. Thermal sights, better stabilization, faster reload, and a crew trained for hit-and-run attacks. A third shot destroyed a fuel truck, sending flames across the entire road. The convoy was now trapped in a burning choke point. Russian vehicles began reversing, but too late. Ukrainian drones descended, dropping explosives on vehicles attempting to escape. Titan II continued firing, methodically eliminating one target after another. Finally, Russian commanders understood the situation. A surviving T-72 turned its turret toward the tree line and fired. The shell struck the trees near Titan II. Close, but not accurate enough. The Abrams fired back instantly. Its round penetrated the T-72's frontal armor and detonated the ammunition compartment. Another explosion, another tank lost. Russian troops attempted to flank the Abrams, but Ukrainian infantry cut them off with machine gun fire and anti-tank rockets. The ambush was turning into a rout. The Abrams crew knew they had only minutes before Russian artillery locked in on their position. So, Titan II began its escape maneuver. The engine roared to life. The tank reversed into deeper forest cover, and smoke grenades created an impenetrable white wall. Russian drones tried to track it, but Ukrainian EW interference knocked them offline.